Why did you start Movement Makers? Ooh, Movement Makers is amazing. So we had Movement Makers today. And I started it because I like seeing the impact of the work. I wanted to see the impact of my work. You know, I wanted, like all of us, we want to feel like the work we do matters. And my mission is to try to solve the world's biggest problem. People don't believe in themselves enough, right? I don't, you don't, nobody. We don't believe in ourselves enough to chase down the next big thing. And so I wanted to try to help people accomplish that goal. And I recognize that my story can only go so far. That some people will resonate with what I say, but a lot of people won't. A lot of people, they won't connect with me, but they'll connect with you. You know, they'll connect with people who are like them. And so I figured the more that I can train other thought leaders to get their message out, you and your story can reach people in a way that I can't, that Tony Robbins can't, that insert, you know, big name can't. You can, because your story is different. But people are too afraid. People are too still comparing themselves to others. And you're not good enough yet. You're not a good enough speaker. You're not a good enough, you know, X, Y, Z. Fill in the blank, right? You don't feel good enough, and so you don't. And I wanted to create Movement Makers as it's really a family. You know, it's not just tactics, but it's a family of people who connect and help each other out. So you learn from me twice a month, where I take people's questions and help them. So today's training was on how to do collaborations. How do you find the right people to collaborate with? How do you connect with them? How do you reach out? How do you make those deals happen? What do you need to do? So that was the training, which is always great. But I think the best part is then people connecting with each other in the group, and it's the community. Because most people, when they're doing this kind of business, I mean any kind of business, most people just start and they're by themselves. They're alone. There's nobody cheering them on. There's nobody giving them feedback. You might have family, but a lot of times the family's giving you negative feedback, telling you all the reasons why you're not going to win. So who's telling you that you can win and then how to win? You know, for most people, it's nobody. So I wanted to create that community. So it's that combination of tactics plus community that I think helps further my mission, because the more people know your story, the more the world's gonna be better. You know, so that's why I did Movement Makers, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I get you know, nervous and excited every single time before I go and do one, because I want it to matter. I want it to count. I want people to start to see an impact. I want you to feel like, well, you, if you're a thought leader, that your message is getting out there and that your story matters and that you know how to start reaching people with it. So that's, yeah, that's why I started. It's been a tremendous labor of love and tons of fun.